How to follow your passion while managing your inner compass with a question and a thought all at the same time. Following your passion sounds romantic, almost cinematic. We picture bold leaps, fearless declarations, and overnight breakthroughs. But in reality, pursuing long-held dreams is rarely dramatic. It is quiet. It is layered. It is often accompanied by doubt, responsibility, and the weight of real-life decisions. The true challenge is not simply chasing what excites you. It is learning how to pursue what calls you while honoring your inner compass, the moral and emotional guide that keeps you aligned with who you are becoming. Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Stevens O, your host, broadcast journalist, author, minister, and midlife powerhouse of inspiration. With faith in God and unstoppable drive, I'm here to inspire and guide you into finding your God-given purpose so you can experience the joy of knowing you are aligned with God and live the life you will love in victory. Here are 2 questions I want to ask you, and I want you to give it some real thought. What has been quietly calling your name that you keep pushing aside? Where in your life are you settling? Not because it fulfills you, but because it feels safe. Or life's situations have you putting yourself and your dreams aside. Your inner compass is not driven by impulse. It is shaped by experience, values, faith, and self-awareness. It asks difficult questions when passion rushes ahead. Managing your inner compass requires emotional maturity. It means acknowledging fear without letting it rule you. It means recognizing excitement without confusing it for clarity. The compass does not silence desire, it refines it. The years you thought were detours were actually training grounds. Emotional resilience, discernment, and wisdom do not arrive overnight. They are forged in seasons of waiting, rebuilding, and learning to trust yourself again. When passion meets maturity, it becomes unstoppable. Let's get started. I want to ask you this. What does your intuition tell you about where you should be heading? And how can you learn to trust your gut more? So many women reach a season where they begin asking themselves deeper questions. Is this all there is? Why do I feel pulled towards something different? What is my life trying to tell me right now? Here is what I want you to understand. Your intuition is not confusion. It is communication. It is the internal guidance system God placed within you. And when you learn to trust it, your life begins to move from obligation to alignment. Hi, welcome to Direction at Midlife, the podcast where I help you find clarity, confidence, courage, and purpose to create the life you truly want in this season. I'm Dr. Stevens O. I pray this episode, How to Follow Your Passion While Managing Your Inner Compass, blesses you. Today, we are talking about following your passion while managing your inner compass. That inner compass is your intuition, the quiet, persistent voice that speaks even when the world is loud. Too many women are waiting to feel ready before they move forward. But readiness is not a feeling. It is a decision. Confidence is built in motion, not in hesitation. There will be days when you feel unstoppable and others when insecurity whispers that you started too late. Life decisions, financial commitments, family obligations, and health concerns do not pause simply because you are pursuing a dream. The balance comes from integration, not separation. You do not abandon your responsibilities to follow passion. You learn to structure your passion within your reality. Sustainable dreams are not reckless. They are disciplined, strategic, and prayerfully considered. With that being said, I want to tell you about a woman who had to invent out of necessity and need. She turned her need into her passion and changed the world. The story of Marie Van Brittan Brown. Have you ever heard of her? One of the things I love about my podcast is that I get to introduce you to strong women who made history that you may never have heard of before. And Miss Marie Brittan Brown is one of those great women. In 1960, Queens, New York, the nights were long and uneasy. Crime rates were rising, and police response times in many neighborhoods, particularly predominantly black communities, were slow. For Marie, a nurse who worked irregular hours, the vulnerability felt personal. She often came home late, sometimes alone, and safety was not guaranteed by a quick phone call for help. She could not afford to wait for change, so she decided to create change. Marie was now formally trained as an engineer. She was not backed by a corporation. She was a working woman with a problem and a restless mind that refused to accept helplessness. Together with her husband, Albert Brown, she began designing a system that would allow her to see who was at her door without opening it. At the time, this was revolutionary thinking. Most homes relied on peepholes and deadbolts. Marie imagined something more. In 1969, she patented the first home security system, a closed-circuit television setup that included peepholes at different heights, a sliding camera, monitors inside the home, and even a two-way communication feature. It also had an alarm button that could alert security or police. What began as one woman's solution to fear will become the foundation for modern home surveillance systems used across the world today. Her invention was not born from luxury or leisure. It was born from necessity, from courage, and from the refusal to remain unprotected. At a time when black women were rarely recognized as inventors, Marie quietly altered the future of home security. She did not wait for permission. She did not wait for perfect conditions. She responded to a need with creativity and resolve. Marie Van Brittan Brown's story reminds us that passion is often discovered in discomfort. Innovation grows where courage meets frustration. She did not invent because it was trendy. She invented because it was necessary. And in doing so, she left a legacy that continues to protect millions of homes, including those who may never know her name. I want to ask you this. When was the last time you trusted your gut without needing outside validation? Are you living by default or by divine direction? I want you to pause right here and think on that. And your answers are clues. Your intuition rarely shouts, it whispers. It shows up as a persistent thought, a feeling you cannot shake, a vision for your life, holy discontent, or a deep knowing that where you are is no longer where you belong. The challenge is not that intuition stops speaking. The challenge is that we stop listening. We override it with logic. We silence it with fear. We negotiate with comfort. But here is the truth. Every time you ignore your inner compass, you drift further from the life meant for you. And every time you honor it, you move closer to purpose. Now let's get to those journals. You know it's note-taking time. I'm going to give you 7 actionable steps on trusting your inner compass. Here we go. Step number 1, create quiet space. Intuition struggles to be heard in a noisy life. Step away from constant distraction and allow yourself moments of stillness where clarity can surface. Step 2, pay attention to what energizes you. Passion leaves clues. Notice what makes you feel alive, not drained. Step 3, stop asking everyone for their opinion. Wise counsel matters, but too many voices create confusion. Sometimes clarity requires less consultation and more connection with yourself. You cannot ask everybody their opinion because some people will give you their opinion which does not fit your life, your goals, or your dreams. Step number 4, move before you feel ready. Confidence is born in motion, not in contemplation. Take one small step. Clarity often meets you after movement. Talk about procrastination. Let me tell you something. Procrastination keeps you stuck and overthinking. Do not overthink because you can think yourself right out of your belief. You can think yourself right out of your passion. You can think yourself right out of what you're trying to achieve. Do not overthink and do not procrastinate. Do not put off getting started. If you listen to some of my other episodes, I said, whatever you're going to do, get started. Step number 5, learn the difference between fear and intuition. Fear feels constricting. Intuition feels stretching but expansive. One shrinks you, the other grows you. Fear will keep you stuck, standing in place and regretting. Intuition gives you power, the power of self-awareness. Step number 6, reflect on your life patterns. Your inner compass has likely been guiding you for years. Look back. Where did your instincts prove you right? Step number 7, strengthen your spiritual alignment. Prayer, meditation, journaling. However you connect, deepen that practice. Discernment sharpens when you are spiritually guided. Here are 5 powerful thoughts I want to give you so that you can get confidence and you will see what happens internally. My first thought is this. Your brain begins to rewrite your identity. Each courageous decision tells your mind, I am capable. You stop seeing yourself as someone who dreams and start seeing yourself as someone who does. This is your forward movement thinking. My second powerful thought, fear loses authority. Fear may still speak, but it no longer leads you. Confidence shifts fear from the driver's seat to the back seat. You gain power. Third thought, self-trust expands. You develop an unshakable inner knowing. I can handle whatever comes. I'm telling you something. When you begin to build that confidence, especially at this stage in life when we've been through things, you know you're an overcomer. You can handle almost anything. And when your confidence grows, that's one thing you tell yourself, I can handle whatever comes. So don't let fear, hesitation, or anything stop you. Don't procrastinate. Number 4, your tolerance for playing small decreases. Once you experience alignment, shrinking becomes uncomfortable. I'm going to say that again. Once you experience alignment, shrinking becomes uncomfortable. Once you get aligned, there's no shrinking back. You don't look back once you start moving and you see progress and you see success. There's no need of looking back. We're not going to shrink back, look back, sink back, or go back. Number 5, peace replaces constant overthinking. And remember, I just told you don't overthink. Decisions become clearer because they are guided internally, not by external pressure. Don't overthink. Let me strongly and gently remind you, you are not behind. You are not too old. You are not disqualified. Many women do not truly meet themselves until this season of life, midlife that is. Remember, this is direction at midlife. Because it is here that authenticity becomes more important than approval. Your inner compass is not trying to confuse you. It is trying to free you. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for perfect timing. Stop waiting to feel fearless. The direction you seek is already within you. Trust it, follow it, and honor it. One day you will look back and realize that the moment you started listening to yourself was the moment your life began to change. So if something inside of you has been whispering, there is more, please do not silence it. That is not restlessness. That is your next chapter calling. Listen, I want to thank you for spending this time with me here on Direction at Midlife. If this episode encouraged you, share it with another woman who may be standing at the edge of her next season. And remember, your life does not transform by chance. It transforms by direction. And I want to tell you this. Keep listening to your inner compass. Keep trusting your path and keep moving toward the woman you are becoming. If today's episode spoke to you, I want you to do this for me. Share this episode with a woman you know who needs to build confidence. And subscribe to Direction at Midlife and leave a review. Your voice helps this message reach women who are still searching for direction. Listen, if you are ready to take the next step toward clarity, healing, and confidence, connect with me at FORUS, FORUS, at directionatmidlife.us. Also, please join the Facebook group, a community of women discovering their passions and purpose in midlife. Please make sure you follow me at Direction at Midlife on Apple Podcasts so you never miss an episode. And if you need a community to belong to and that understands where you are, please join the Facebook group, a community of women discovering their passions and purpose in midlife. We are walking this journey together. Ladies, please share this podcast show with another sister who needs encouragement. And remember, I would love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in our Facebook group and don't forget to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Come back next week for more faith, fire, and feminine power right here on Direction in Midlife, where every woman discovers her voice, her purpose, and her power. On the next episode of Direction at Midlife, the topic is empowering women to chase their dreams. Stop letting your past hurts block your dreams. A must-listen-to podcast show you don't want to miss. Hey girl, hey! Thank you for listening to Direction at Midlife. This is your reminder. Your dreams are waiting, and now is the perfect time to chase them. Believe in your power, embrace the possibilities, and step boldly into your next chapter. If this show has blessed you, show me love. Please leave me a written review on Apple Podcasts and follow me. Take a screenshot and post it on your Instagram. Shout me out on your Facebook and share it with your friends. Please tag me at Direction at Midlife and I will share your review, and together we can uplift and inspire each other. Remember, I'm Dr. Stevens O. Your journey is yours to own, and I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way.